Hey everyone, yep, we're doing it again. What exactly do you mean when you say happiness is intrinsic? Okay, so happiness is intrinsic. What I mean by that is, well, a couple things. One, it's innately good. You don't have to ask the question, why do you want happiness? The same way you might ask, well, why do you want money? Or, well, why do you want social status? Those types of things. Money, for example, it's an extrinsic good, meaning that you use it to get something else that you think is intrinsically good, that's good for its own sake. Happiness is good for its own sake. You don't want happiness so that XYZ. We just like happiness because happiness is awesome. So when I say happiness is intrinsic, I may be saying that happiness is intrinsically good, meaning you don't use it as a tool. It's an end in itself. But sometimes I also mean that happiness is intrinsic in that it's internal. It's not contingent upon external circumstances. So we're typically taught to think, well, if I can get XYZ, then I can be happy. Once I have the house, once I have the job, once I have the right partner, once I have the fancy car, once I have the social approval, once I have the million YouTube followers, whatever the thing may be, then I can be happy. That's a really dangerous way of thinking because happiness doesn't work that way, right? Your happiness tends to form an emotional baseline around whatever your normal is, and then you move up and down from there. So when I say happiness is intrinsic, I might be saying that you're being lied to when you're being taught that if you just have the right product or the right outcome or the right something, then you'll get happiness. Happiness isn't something that you catch in this manner, and there's lots of studies to show that the harder you try to become happy, the less happy you actually become. So happiness is intrinsic in the sense that it's already there, it's already within you, and typically the better way to find it is just by letting go of everything that's getting in the way. So happiness is not something that is an additive process. Well, I need to bring in more stuff to be happy. It's more of a subtractive or a letting go kind of process where you say, oh, okay, well, if I stop the ways of thinking and the behaviors and the attitudes that are preventing happiness, I'll find that I already have it there inside me. So those are some of the different ways in which happiness can be intrinsic as opposed to extrinsic. I appreciate that question. I know sometimes I'm just throwing out language and that's really unfair if I'm not clarifying. So thank you for encouraging me to take a step back and be clearer about what I mean with regard to happiness. I hope you all found that helpful. Please share any thoughts on your own happiness journey down below, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.